not feeling good today. I swear to God, I am not feeling good today. I see if it shakes. You guys don't see it, but I think my thumb is shaking. I'm not feeling very good today. I mean, I had to do a lot of things this morning, but I had to take my dog to get a shot. Um, an anti-rabies shot. Can't remember anymore. I know seeing me with glasses is creepy. It reminds me of that one time. I remember one episode of one portion of Siskel and Ebert. It was the one time I remember that one time where Roger Ebert. I think they were talking about Mr. Magoo. Horrible film, by the way. Never watch it. Even as a kid, I did not want to see it. I was like, that doesn't sound like something I would like. I remember that from the VHS of Flubbers when I first saw it. I'll probably have to do a reaction to the Nostalgia Critic for that now. Maybe I'll also do it on Flintstones, because Flintstones Nostalgia Critic was like my first Nostalgia Critic. I was a kid when I saw it, and I thought, oh, that's his opinion. I actually liked the movie. Yeah, but I remember there was that one section where Ebert was like, talking about the forced apology at the end of that movie. It's like, look, I'm as nearsighted as they get. It's like the one time. In fact, even though I'm gonna steer off direction, I'm not even gonna leave a link to it in the description below. Maybe I'll do it when. Let's see. Siskel and Ebert, Mr. Magoo. Alright, here it is. Let me try finding it. Yeah, the God's favorite critics.
And our next film is Mr. Magoo. They come.
Alright, here it is. Here it is. Here's the one moment. The moment that made every Siskel and Ebert fan go, whoa. Alright,
Something else.
Exactly.
This goes on for an hour and a half,
Right.
and it's deadly. And then at the end, we get that unbelievable, politically correct apology to the nearsighted. Look, I'm as nearsighted as they come.
Look at that. One of the rare times where I think Ebert took off his glasses. I miss Siskel and Ebert. Even if I disagree with the movie on them, they were at least straightforward. They were better than most critics at the time. I really need to get along with a few friends of mine one day. I'm thinking about doing it where I just got a guest on the show. It's like we do this Siskel and Ebert thing, because I remembered when At the Movies was a good show. Like it was originally Siskel and Ebert, and then after uh, Gene Siskel unfortunately passed away, Ebert did it on his own, and he brought on a few guest stars. I remember one of them had, I forget what was the name, Jay someone. Forget who was the guest critic. I remember him on the worst of 2000 or worst of 1999. I can't remember. Let's see, Roger Ebert and yeah, I veered off direction. It was originally a Cinderella video. Movies guests. All right, because I do remember that he, yeah, Ebert continued the show. Let's see, critic substituting for Gene Siskel. All right, or guest stars. All right, David Anderson, Peter Bogdanovich, Harry Knowles. Oh, oh God, no! Now I remember who Harry Knowles is. Oh, oh God, we don't talk about Harry Knowles on this show. We don't. We never acknowledge that son of a bitch. Todd, Todd McCarthy. See, Joel Siegel. Joel Siegel. That was who I remembered. And then they did it with Ebert and Roper. And then Roper kind of, and then around I think 2006, 2007, that's where Roger Ebert got hit with throat cancer. Because what really makes me sad about Roger Ebert, seeing some of the early stuff and seeing it in the 2000s, you could tell his voice was changing, that he wasn't feeling better. Same thing with Siskel. You could tell that in the night some of the 1998 episodes for Siskel shows for Siskel and Ebert, he was more slower in his speech. He didn't talk much. It makes me sad, knowing that Siskel was very sick at the time. And then Roper eventually continued it, on his own with guest critics. And then Roper officially left at the movies, and they replaced it with two other guest critics. That's when Disney was. That's where I think Disney. This is Disney we're talking about. So yeah, they let go Roper because Roper was the only thing that was keeping it alive after Ebert left. And then Roper decided, you know what, I just can't do this anymore. Hire two other guys, and it officially ruined a perfectly good thing. And then it just did not continue after. Yeah, Lyons and Makowicz, Jeffrey Lyons and Makowicz. Um, man. All right. Well, I'm not gonna leave a link to that since I've gone on for 6 minutes. I'm just trying to tell you, I'm not feeling good. That is the moral. I am not feeling well today. Close the store. No, mother. I'm not on. All right. Well, we got a trailer for an upcoming Cinderella movie. I forgot about that. Well, mostly everyone did. Just so you know, I did not forget. But it's because I was without glasses, and I look creepy without glasses. I don't know if even if, yeah, I think I can see it now. Like one of my eyes is going in a different direction. Like my left eye, my left eye is like trying to focus here and trying to see if it goes in the different direction. Because yeah, I've seen that where some people when they take off their glasses, they go off. Anyways, a new Cinderella movie's coming out, directed by Kate Cannon. Her previous film, Blockers, I actually liked. I thought it was a pleasant surprise considering I was expecting so much worse from it, and it was like a surprisingly funny film. I was like, you know what, that was actually not half bad. His Is this what hope feels like? That's one of those. Well, this is what hope feels like when you. There have been several movies where I've seen the trailer and I'm like, I don't really want to see that. I eventually see it just because I'm like with low expectations to see it. Or if the movie I wanted to see, I just say, all right, this is the pity movie. Let's go watch it. I end up enjoying them. Cinderella. This is her second feature film, centered for kids. I remember Nicholas Stoller did the exact same thing like right after Forgetting Sarah Marshall and Neighbors, he then directed the movie Storks. And Storks was a surprisingly good film. Let's check this out. Prime Video.
This is it. Dresses by Ella.
Here's a laugh. This girl fancies herself a businessman.
Cinderella, it's only my love for your father, rest his soul, that stands between you and a life on the street. I have to make a life for myself. I'll sell one of my signature dresses. Soon everyone will know my name.
To make sure your nuptials are done properly, we shall hold a ball.
Okay, Pierce Brosnan is in this. For the love of God, do not let him sing. Alright, Mamma Mia is a guilty pleasure for me. Second one is actually pretty damn good, regardless of what people tell you. But he just does not know how to sing. At least overdub it.
You shall find a bride.
Somebody to love.
Cinderella, you don't need to go to the ball.
Please, stepmother, I spent weeks making this dress. My future depends on it.
Idina Menzel as the stepmother. I love Idina Menzel. Obviously, I mean, it's kind of obvious. For me, I think her best performances were her best work was Enchanted, where she barely, even though I remember hearing she had a moment in that movie where she did have a singing number, but I think they ended up cutting it out. But I really did, as a kid, I did not know who Idina Menzel was. But yeah, the adorably talented Tilda. I just thought of the John Travolta moment at the Oscars where he screwed up. It was probably the teleprompter. The adorably I can't say it anymore. I can't. I can't say it without laughing. But hey, Adina Menzel. Oh yeah, Uncut Gems, where she's Adam Sandler's wife in that movie. She's really good in that. Oh shit, my glasses are dirty.
Yes! I am your fabulous godmother. Do you want to go to that ball and meet a bunch of rich people who will change your life?
Yes, I was just crying and singing about it like 2 minutes ago.
Then go, you shall!
Oh, look at that. This is different. I don't
Okay, Dad. You said you wanted to be a businesswoman. It's magic time.
Holy.
Where's my tail? I can't balance without my tail.
There I go again. I'm imagining a world outside of my.
The first Pitch Perfect is good. Everything after that was just it was just not good. It was like, yeah, we're trying to cash in on people who liked the first Pitch Perfect. I liked the first one. I know people don't like it. I do. I just didn't really care for 2 and 3.
Oh my god. It didn't happen, and even if it did happen.
Hi. Would you like to dance?
Right now. Where did you get that dress? I designed it.
I pick you to be my princess.
What about my work? I don't want a life stuck waving from a royal box any more than a life confined to a basement.
If it's a million to wait, I'm gonna be that one. If it's
I have dreams that I have to chase.
I'm gonna be the sun, and I just can't afford.
Marry him, and all of our problems will be solved. It's too late. Life outside this basement starts right now.
The world's half asleep. It's gonna wake up and sing.
They're glass. Any way you can make them more comfortable?
No.
But you just did a whole thing.
Even magic has its limits.
Alright.
Even magic has its limits.
Alright, Camilla Cabello making her debut. Oh, Minnie Driver. Oh, Billy Porter. Wait, when does it come out? September 3rd, okay. I gotta really look back on the cast list on this. Cinderella. Hey, Canon, here it is. So, I'm gonna be honest. It looks, I'm cautiously optimistic for it. Let's see. Uh, oh, it's produced by James Corden. Okay, so James Corden is producing. Let's see. Fab G, Billy Porter. Yeah. Idina Menzel, obviously. Nicholas Pierce Brosnan, Minnie Driver. Yeah, there's James Corden as one of the Mouses. Wow, and most of them are just okay. The other two, Jonathan Romesh Ranganathan is an English stand-up comedian rapper. I gotta know. All right, Billy Porter. What has he been in that I can think of? Yeah, openly gay. Makes sense to cast an openly gay actor for the fairy godmother, literally. Anastasia, one of the ensembles. Noel, which had Paul Walker. Oh, oh, now I remember him from Like a Boss. No offense, but I hated that movie. I hated Like a Boss. Every moment of that film was insultingly unfunny. No offense to the actor. I do not go after the actor. I just think Like a Boss was like what men want, where it was trying to appeal to a certain demographic and it was rated R, but it felt more like one of those Melissa McCarthy comedies, hard R comedies, raunchy hard R comedies, except doing it even worse. That's kind of the same problem what men No, the problem with What Men Want was that it was a female-driven remake. Yeah, except the problem was it felt like it was a female-centered remake just for the fact that you could just do it now with a female-centered remake and an R rating. The difference is with What Men Want, people are like, that movie is not aged well. It's sexist. What Women Want was directed by Nancy Myers, a woman, and the ex-wife of Charlie Shire, the director of the Father of the Bride films. And here's the thing: is like, I get it. Mel Gibson's character in that movie is pretty unlikable, but with Mel Gibson, it's like, yeah, he learns over the time. The fairy godparent is what he's called in this, but point is, if it wasn't for Last Days of American Crime, which I was like, nope, I'm skipping to the end credits. I can't watch this anymore. I didn't really read the reviews. Then I saw it had the rare 0%. I was like, no, screw this movie. All right, what films is this? Romesh Raganathan. Okay, television. Let's see. Okay, so mostly stand-up comedian. Yeah. I wonder if they're doing it different and trying to. I know there's lots of people. I know Doug Walker is gonna see this movie and he's gonna be like, I don't like this. But that's just Doug Walker. Every time there's a remake of something from Disney or just a certain character, even if it's not under Disney, he'll just be like, don't get me wrong, I like Doug Walker to a certain degree, but it's like sometimes I'm like, sometimes he's biased in my opinion, and I choose not to go in with bias. I choose to judge stuff. All right, Minnie Driver as Queenie Beatrice. Good Will Hunting. Missy Elliott's in this movie. All right. So it comes out on streaming. I might check it out. I mean, technically, it comes out on September 2nd during 8 at the night. I don't know. Sometimes a lot of movies on Amazon Prime, for me at least, they land a little earlier and kind of like the Tomorrow War. Yeah, right. I'll check this out eventually. This was Cinderella 2021, the official trailer. I know what you all thought of this trailer down below. I need something to help cheer me up. So, I am starting to feel a little better now after doing this. Thank you guys. Thank you. At least I'll thank Prime Video for making me happy. I'll leave a link to the original trailer down below. Link to my Instagram. I won't leave a link to the Roger Ebert video because I'm just getting bored. Uh, I feel like on September, depending on what time, I'm gonna put a hiatus a little bit. I like to go on these weird hiatuses on YouTube where it's like I don't really want to do these. I feel like I'm gonna do that because I just really need a break from reaction videos or stuff and leave it to the pros. So, Godspeed, everyone. Take care.